Good old Scott from Sirius. He's always got me taken care of. Good thing I have a place to put my coffee this week. And that backpack so I can go hiking. Man, we have a great show today. Is that the doorbell? Oh, my favorite part. Someone sent me a gift. Boy, we got a prize. Let's put the backpack over here. Let's see what we got. Put the coffee down. Hopefully we're caffeinated. Hi, everybody. Put our script over here. Usually they come in a brown box, but this is that. Oh, let's see what we got. Ooh, another letter. Ooh, looks like we got some stuff from AEC here. And the letter states, Dear Eric, wanted to add to your wardrobe collection since I totally agree with Al from Entasis 360 and Pete from Zentegra. I don't know where this is headed. You dress like a clown. Okay, fair enough. Missed you at Synergy and VMworld this year. I'm coming for my bourbon in 2021. You always do come for your bourbon, I know. P.S. Enjoy the pens and power chargers, but it sounds like you're more of a solar power person. Goodbye 2020. Love, Ken. From AEC. Oh, man. He's such a great guy. He's short, to the point, with just a hint of aggressiveness. What do we have? Ooh, socks. I guess I'm going to need them. I don't have any socks on. Ooh, and this is the chargers. I love the ones where there's two. One for the iPad and one for the iPhone. One for the kids, one for me. It's great. I'm going to set them down. Oh, and a pen. Oh, you can never have too many pens, especially when your wife's a nurse and she's a frontline worker. She can do a lot of marketing for you. Oh, and here it comes. Here it comes, everybody. I think there's another wardrobe change in for today since I dress like a clown. Look at that. Oh, is that a powerful logo? Oh, that's probably why they sent me the power chargers. Powerful logo. But hey, I'm going to go change, get out of this clown sweater, and we'll start the show. Welcome to The Edge Channel Radio. I am your host, Eric Jans. And in the spirit of full disclosure during this holiday season, Ken Rint did not write that letter. But if I was Ken and I was writing a letter to myself, that's what he would have said. So I didn't get his permission to do this, and it's late on New Year's Eve, and I want to get to the festivities. So hey, huge shout out to AEC, great platinum partner. Tons of certifications. We've helped up tons of customers up and down the eastern seaboard, but also a lot in the Pittsburgh area, Pennsylvania. Yes, not Pittsburgh, North Dakota, which I don't even think exists. Anyways, I have a bad news. I'm going to have to take the socks off. I don't know how I'm going to change pages, but what I did do is right here over my, it's this shoulder, right? Nope, it's this shoulder right here. We did put a little sticker I found in the box. Yes, so thank you again, Ken. And hey, let's get to the news. I'm going to start with the obvious. Solar winds again. Yes. I felt bad for these guys. The federal government's coming after them. The Russians are attacking. And then Satya, oh, God bless him, from Microsoft, he shows up. He says, we're going to put a stop to this. So day one, December 13th, what'd they do? They got rid of all the certificates that the Trojan software was using to exploit, got rid of it, and then they updated Defender to put everything in, I think it was alert status. Didn't hurt anything. And then day two, they rested. I think they had dinner, yes, but what we didn't know, day two, the legal team was working. Yes, there's this concept called a sinkhole. And if you're in Florida, relax. It has nothing to do with the sinkholes you guys have, or California. I think those are more of like landslides. But what you can do is get your legal team to go to the federal government via the courts, which is how it works in the U.S., right? And you can get the registrar to take over the domain. So Microsoft took over the domain that the hackers were using. Fantastic idea. Don't know why I didn't think of it. And then you render their management software of that website domain useless. So you can see where the attackers are coming from, but most important, you can see where the afflicted endpoints are located, and then save the day. And then day 4, which would have been December 17th, They went to quarantine on Defender and just got rid of all of the certificates. And in some cases, yeah, endpoints crashed and burned. But hey, I think it's worth it. We got the hackers out of here. And my whole question on this whole thing was, where's the federal government? Aren't they supposed to protect our borders? So thank you, Microsoft. And here is my promise to you. I will stop making fun of you. I really never did anyway because you're a great WVD partner. But thank you for stopping the Russians. Hey, all right now. Moving on. Cyberpunk. Who puts out video games that crash and are flaky and don't work? And Sony, why are you selling it in the first place? I don't even know what Cyberpunk is. I'm an Xbox guy, and my thing plays DVDs, and I use it for Netflix. But this one's for the kids. So, hey, you can get your money back. Go to Sony, ask them for your money back. LG just announced a roll-up cell phone. It's kind of amazing how the roll-ups just keep making it into every episode. I promise this is the last one. I'll bet this cell phone's 10 grand. But images were leaked, so hey, I put them out in the public domain. So take a look, hit pause, and then break out your paycheck. Skylo and BSNL, two companies you've never heard of, but they just scared the hell out of me, I'll tell you that. They are creating a low-orbit satellite wireless network for IoT devices. IoT scares me anyway. Now you have all these little things running around and they're collecting data on everything in the environment, and who knows what that data is, sending them up to low orbit wireless network and then beaming it anywhere on the planet. If anybody thinks that's a good idea and it can't be exploited, I got some moon rocks to sell you. Come on over. Microsoft, hey, another positive thing, a new Azure region located down in Chile. Yes, I'm hoping it's kind of the southern part of Chile. That way when I go to Patagonia every July skiing, I'll have a place to stop in and say hi before I hit the slopes. And yes, I did want to show a picture of my kids skiing. They're savage up there, just savage. I don't have a complaint section this week. The robocalls are still coming though. I'm not kidding. But I have an apologies section. Yes, I want to apologize to the Georgetown Cupcake Sisters and Raph from Presidio. We had a great webinar going, everybody. Everybody's talking about IGEL and Citrix. There's 200 people on the line, and everything's great, and everything's building and building. And then my daughter knocked on the door and just came on in. Yep, she did. I'm sorry, it's over here. And she's like, Dad, can I have a snack? Just ruined the vibe. And I got so upset with her. Sent her upstairs to do math for the next 10 hours. But hey, she had a cupcake because Georgetown Cupcake Sisters and Presidio had sent cupcakes ahead of time. Problem solved. Great webinar. Huge thank to Raph for helping us drive attendance, getting people to listen to yours truly. And my apologies for the interruptions. And my kids are better at math now. My kids can't do math. Anyways, IGEL community, just one announcement this week. Doug Brown, he's up to it again. He's creating clickbait. We don't know what it's about. He's having a magical reveal. Yes, on January 14th, 5 p.m. Berlin time. If I go backwards 7 hours, I think that's 10 Central, 8 Pacific, 11 East Coast. Yes. He's just announcing something. It's a secret. Is he going to Fire Eye or something? I don't know. That SolarWinds joke just keeps on giving. Do I have anything else? No, I don't. Okay, moving on to announcements. This is the last time I'll say this. OS 5 is done at midnight. Yes, December 31st. You're out. So if you're watching this, it's probably January. But the good news is you have yourself a coupon to get to OS 1104, 100, whatever. 05's coming out with the new UD Pocket with USB-C, by the way. So hey, there's trade up stuff we got going on. There's migrate up stuff. Get hold of an RSM or regional sales manager or an inside sales exec, or even better, get hold of a renewal specialist. They know what's going on. But hey, OS 5 is gone. That means no more security patches. You can keep using it. You can. You're just living dangerously. What else? A webcam redirection. Yes, this is actually pretty cool. We have 3 levels now. It's unoptimized, where you're just letting it fly. There's no optimization. I hope you got a hefty device and a lot of bandwidth. Then there's optimization level 1, where we actually compress the data, but it still goes in through your VDI solution, Citrix, VMware, whatever. And then there's optimization level 2, and the good news is it's compressed, but then we actually just send the data right to Zoom, right to Teams. Offloading, right? It doesn't go through your VDI solution, so things will work much, much faster, and it won't put stress on your cloud or VDI solution. So look at that. I have the graphic up, and it's in the comments below. And if I didn't explain it right, just read it. Or would somebody put a comment below? I haven't gotten one comment yet. I got a couple likes, but no comments. What else? Oh, sorry. I forgot this apology too. Yeah, I can't talk about hot fixes and out-of-band patches anymore. I know I wasn't supposed to do it in the first place. I was asked very politely, mind you, at 100% polite, please don't do that. And I said to them, I will not do that. I will get permission first. So we're going to figure it out in 2021 how to get you some information on patches. The security risk was me not explaining it correctly. So let's get that straight. But we'll figure out how to bring out those updates. But I'm just going to put a pause on that. Strike 2 for me. Oh, one more award. Yes, I'm going to read this because I don't understand it. IGEL was named one of the 25 hottest edge software companies in 2020 by Edge Computing 100. So either we're top 100 or top 25. Either way, IGEL is going to take the award. Boy, doesn't Jed look good? Yeah. All right. Lots of awesome stuff for IGEL Ready. So not many complaints this week. We had one announcement from the community. We're gonna just turn up the volume on IGEL Ready. The first and foremost is the IGEL Cloud Gateway is in the Azure Marketplace. IGEL has arrived. Yes, thank you, Casey, VP of Alliances at IGEL. Put us in the marketplace. That keep forgetting what side. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'd buy it. I work here. Anyways, what else do we got? Oh, hey, do you remember episode 1 when I made fun of OnLogic? Where I said we could just take a sledgehammer and bash in their thin clients and they wouldn't break? Turns out I was right. Yes, these things will take 50 G's of force. Can you imagine? So let's take this scenario. Bear with me. It's long and drawn out. You get in an F-18 up in Fargo, North Dakota. It's negative 13 degrees. You take off. You hit 8 to 12 G's, which if you're human, you're going to pass out, right? So you know the thin client's fine. Ambient air in the cockpit, I don't know, maybe it's 65 degrees. The pilots have a lot of stuff on. You fly down to the coast of Brazil. It's 119 degrees, and you throw the thing out the window. Hits the ground, 50 G's of impact, nothing happens. These things will go from negative 13, I think it's 13 degrees, yes, to 119 degrees, 50 G's, and they're good. Yeah. And on top of it, they'll take 500 hertz of vibration. So, hey, if you're running a jackhammer and you have this thing strapped to your chest and you're nothing's going to happen. Why you would do that, I don't know, but that's the only thing I could come up with. But the good news, these things are IGEL ready. You can get them pre-installed with IGEL. So we're going to put a little video so you can take a look at what they actually look like. So thank you to the folks at OnLogic for sending the video. Here's the cool thing. 4 USB 3 ports. Most people cheat. They give you 2 USB 2s and then 2 USB 3s. Nah, 4. They got 3 gigabit ports. Here's the cool thing. 2 of them are PoE plus. Yes, 30 watts of power right into this thing. And it's the plus, so if you remember your history, in 2009 when this standard was invented, yeah, that means it includes video as well. So full support if you hate cables. You just want the PoE, and you can use Cat 5, right? It's 2009 standard, backwards compatible. You don't need Cat 6. It'll work. But if you hate cables even more, they're expandable, so you could drop a wireless Bluetooth card in there, have a wireless keyboard and mouse, and what else? Oh, a 4G card. Yes, you can put a 4G card in there as well. Comes with 2 display ports, and the thing runs on 9 to 38 watts of power, I believe that's what that is. So this thing it leverages Atom chips from Intel, so it's cool. And the last cool thing about this, which I didn't know I was clicking around on the configurator, you can get this thing custom branded. Yeah, if you want my logo, just ask me so you can custom brand a thin client, or just put my face on it. Do a little screen capture, put my face on it, so it's good. So hey, OnLogic, actually I'm really excited. These things are small form factor, high powered, which is something that IGEL doesn't have. And I think the PoE is an absolute plus, and these things would be great in Antarctica or in the desert, or realistically in a manufacturing plant. So thank you for being IGEL ready. The other one is Lenovo. They have the M75N, another nice device. The cool thing about this one I like is they have the Ryzen chip, which I think is important. So we talk about the chain of trust, right? So security before the device even boots all the way into the data center. So you could leverage the security that's in the Ryzen chip as well. And if you do need IGEL pre-installed, ask us, we can figure it out. But right now it just supports IGEL from top to bottom. It's HDX ready, all that good stuff. So check out the Lenovo M75 on the IGEL Ready. And you know what I also forgot? And shame on me, OnLogic. The dimensions of the OnLogic, because it's a small, kind of like a Raspberry Pi device, 2.2 inches high, 4.6 inches wide, 6.1 inches deep. It's like the size of my hand. The Lenovo thin client, I love these guys. Look at this, the graphic. It's the size of a beer can. Well, it's a pop can, but beer can's more effective, right? It makes everybody listen. So that's what we have for IGEL Ready. Lots of good stuff, and we're going to round out the shout outs. Jeff Tebow, yes, everybody knows the Tebow. We did a little team building a couple weekends ago with an online cooking class with our good friend Kim, who's in marketing. And hey, shout out to him. He comes up with half the content on the show. All the funny stuff, like the milk from last week, that's all him. Yeah. All the stuff that makes you cringe, you go, ooh, probably shouldn't have said that. That's for me. So huge shout out to Tim, or Tim. His name's not Tim, it's Jeff. But also, just for being an awesome dad, during our cooking show, he lets his kids cook with lightsabers. That's why he's getting the shout out. So hey, Jeff, not Tim, shout out to you, my man. Glad to be a friend and a coworker. Scott Williams and Jimbo, he's kind of like Cher, goes by his first name. Sirius had a fantastic year helping IGEL customers all throughout the Midwest and North America. Tons of certifications, but also Scott and Jimbo, thank you for being IGEL champions inside of Sirius. And hey, we got champions, Sirius champions, IGEL champions spread across North America and all the major metros, and that is because of you. So thank you for spreading the IGEL word. Raf from Presidio, yes, VP to the CTO, Office of the CTO. Had a great webinar last week, 200 attendees, lots of interest, lots of people asking how IGEL can help them in their end user compute solutions. So thank you. You got your team up to 14 certifications in just Q4 alone, with a commitment to triple that, at least your team committed, in 2021. So everybody do the math on that. I can't really quick. But hey, speaking of certifications, Entasis end of the year at number 1. They had 29 certifications, and that actually included 3 IGEL certified engineers. Yes, so thank you to them. And then Compugen, our good friends up in Canada. I celebrated Boxing Day a couple days ago. They got 19. So thank you to Compugen and our good friends up in Canada. We highlighted them last week as well. The final shout out of 2020. Who could it be? How about a good shout out to David Fainer, IGEL Maniac number 2. I didn't ask him if I could do that either. Remember, Jason Willis from Alchemy, IGEL Maniac number 1. This guy is all over the place. Well, if you've been to Disrupt, well, you probably saw him. We all saw you, David. You were on the dance floor. And then if you've been in the community, he's all over the community. He's even promoting IGEL Disrupt 2021. I'm not even doing it yet. We'll get it next time. Sorry, Simon Townsend. And also, he helped IGEL with our Citrix video that we did a while back. Kind of funny. Not as funny as my videos. And then he just did the It's a Wonderful Life video as well. He's funny. I think that one's going to come back to bite us in some way, shape, or form. But you got to check it out. It is hilarious. So shout out to you, David. Non-stop talking about IGEL, contributing to the community, and talking to you every other week on LinkedIn. So hey, have a good Happy New Year. So thank you, David. Couldn't think of a better person to give the final shout out to 2022. So now that this year, this giant dumpster fire we call 2020 is over, I want to say thank you for everybody for watching and maybe listening and providing feedback. I'm sorry to those that have offended, and I'm sorry to those that I will offend in 2021 as well. It's all well-intentioned and lighthearted. So let's end with Ron Nair. He's got a video on how to create a partition and install Microsoft Teams. He does it in 3.5 minutes. It's actually 2.5 minutes if you take out the awesome intro that he has. So with that, enjoy the video. Have a safe and very happy 2021 New Year's Eve, or is it 2020? I don't know. And then I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
Time for another. Want to see something cool? Today we'll be looking at how hard is it to build the latest Microsoft Teams custom partition. In the IGEL community, we have a GitHub area set up for IGEL custom partitions. What we're looking at right now is the area for the source for Microsoft Teams. We have a README and all the associated files that go along with this, config files, the profiles, etc. So details here around the package and the steps to build. We've also now added a custom build script to automate the whole process of building Microsoft Teams and grabbing the latest version of Teams from Microsoft's site. So if we look at the build, if we look at the script for building this, what we'll see here is basically the first part of it is we're getting the package manager tied into Microsoft. Then we're downloading Teams, the latest Teams, any missing libraries. We're also getting the GitHub, that zip file of all of those files. We're merging everything together, configuring it, and creating the tar file. So what I like to do now is show you how long it takes to do this. So let me go ahead and copy this item here. Let me go up here to get into my Ubuntu system here, ls. Let me, it's rf star. Let me just clear everything out of here. So I've got nothing in here. Let me do a wget and grab that build file. And let me change mod to make it executable. If I look at the build, there it is, all there, ready to go. Let's go ahead and add time to it to see how long it takes to build it. So now we'll just go ahead and let it run. You can see now it's got the package manager, it's downloading Microsoft Teams, the missing library that we need. Once that's finished, it'll go ahead and extract out the components, merge all of the other files in and configurations, and then create the tar file. So what's going on right now is it's creating the tar.bz2 file for us. Again, this is a pretty big package here. There, it took 42 seconds to create that. Now if I do an ls, you can now see that I have the Teams INF file, the profile, and the tarbz2 file. I can now copy those up to where they're housed, import them into the UMS and the file server for the downloads, and we're ready to go. So basically 42 seconds to build the latest version of Microsoft Teams.